the process of transferring Bitcoin back and forth from your wallet to the company to the wallet. So we'll be doing some testing, and then we'll open up the doors to get everybody doing it. As you recall, being said, on last Saturday's Global Directors call, and of course we reiterated all week long, including an email from the Mentor Network, that everybody would have until midnight of the 15th, and that is Eastern time, by the way, U.S. Eastern time, midnight, to make sure everybody in your team have their Bitcoin positioned in. And of course, we'll be teaching how to do that. Once the doors are open to do that, we'll make sure that everybody knows the process. We'll do calls on it. Probably get a little quick video together. It's a simple process. It's not complicated to transfer your Bitcoin into the company. It'll be a simple 1, 2, 3 and that kind of thing. We'll make sure that everybody is clear on it, and we're getting it done for everybody so you can do it. And it's a fast process as well. But I'll tell you in advance, though, that you do it very slowly and very cautiously. In fact, I would recommend that every leader, as you're working with your 3 that you brought in, you help to make sure they're doing it right, so there isn't error and that kind of thing. It's worth being careful and being very detailed and specific whenever you're handling your Bitcoin money. Right, that's important. And you don't want your Bitcoin sent off somewhere into the ether zone where nobody knows where it is. So we want to make sure it's all done right. Hey, don't be scared by that last comment, by the way. We're going to hold your hand and make sure it gets done properly. And it all is a simple process. Once you start doing it, you'll just see that this is such a simple thing. Because when we learn something, it really becomes simple. It's the fear of the unknown, right? The great unknown. That might shake us up a little bit. But and then also anyone who has not funded their position by midnight on the 15th, they will be removed. The next day, the system will be down, and the developers will be removing all those empty spots that have not been funded. There cannot be unfunded spots in the matrix. No holes. Can't be. So they're going to be those will be removed. And then, of course, those spots are open spots to put other people in, if you choose to. And you might even resurrect some of the dead that didn't fund their spots, and they'll have a short window, really, where they could get back in that spot. Very short, because as we start to roll, that's going to be those spots are going to be taken, and by others coming in. The first ones coming in, really, that you're bringing in, spillover, however you want to look at it, those spots will be filled up. So it's just us being aware, being conscious, and moving forward as a team always to get things in alignment. But once we're open and we're running, I'm telling you, it's going to be bright skies. And I have a favorite saying that I say sometimes, and that is that money covers a multitude of sins. Money covers a multitude of sins. That is, when the donations start coming in, the history, the past, okay, the start and stops, the delays, that's all going to be forgotten. It's like, once again, as Coach and I always talk about the giving birth process, right? Once the baby's born, the pain's forgotten. Once the rainbows come, the storm's forgotten. That's the way it is. So good days are ahead. We're proud of you. We're excited to be joined with you, working with you. And so, having said that, I want to bring on the line. By the way, one more announcement, and that is concerning our Donation Miracle site for marketing. Just want to encourage everybody to make sure that you're participating in that, and it's part of what you're doing, that you're promoting it to your whole team. Because once again, as we laid out yesterday, and it's important that we really drive numbers. Numbers are the way you win at any kind of team building process, by the way, and very much so here. And so we want to make sure we're driving numbers. And the best way to drive numbers is through a systematic approach. And that's exactly what that marketing site, the Mentor Network marketing site does. And it does it at an incredibly low, reasonable cost. So to me, there isn't a reason anyone shouldn't have that. to help them to systematically drive their growth for themselves and their teams. And that means one thing: bigger and more donations on a daily basis. So if you want that, and I think you do, then subscribe to that powerful system. I want to bring in the line right now my good friend, business partner, and mentor, Coach Blaine Williams. Coach?
I am here, Mark. Thank you for the updates, by the way. And listen, it's a great day, October 5th, 2017, to contemplate our futures, right, Mark? To think about where we're headed and where we're going to be at Christmas time of 2017, turning the corner on 2018. All of you know time flies, right? And I will tell you something as you're thinking about what we teach on today. I want you to think about time. I'm going to go into that in a moment, but we're going to have this as a separate training on the training section of the website, and I'll give the title of it, and Dale will have that up. Today, those audios that we have in our archive section that are missing short codes, Dale will most certainly have those cut up today. And Dale, I want you to do this very quickly. If you could unmute your line, come on the line for just a moment. I want you to give everybody an update of where we are with a Donation Miracle, the magical site that changes everybody's future, takes away all tears, and brings donations flying in on angels' wings. Are you there? Dale Bonet, are you there? Well, I'm sorry, folks.
Can you hear me? I've made it on the line.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Coach?
Thank you, Dale. Dale, I can hear you.
Great. Yeah, an update on the system is it is fully functioning. The alerts are in place and happening. There could be possibly a delay of up to an hour, but we've had many going out sooner. We're writing some new code to make it instant again, but they are there, they are functioning properly, and a lot of folks are using them.
Okay, very good. And we're getting a lot of hits from the system, I'm seeing. And so we'll be bringing you some updates, and I will tell you that tomorrow at 11 a.m., I will do a very comprehensive training on utilizing the donationmiracle.com website. That particular type of system is exclusive to the Mentor Network, and what I mean by that is there are plenty of funnel systems and landing pages, but there are features in this system that do not exist elsewhere in the notification. It's proprietary, and we own the code. And one of the reasons we've had some delays is we have updated everything and that spruced it up. We will also, in the next week, be opening up a robust back room that will have all of your tracking, all of your data. In the meantime, you have it in your emails, you have it in your text, keep track of it, but all of the hits, the leads that go in there, will be in the back room when it does open up from the day that it starts. By the way, it's Thursday right now, unless I'm mistaken. I hope that's correct. We're going to let it run until Monday, and then we will start the actual date of subscription. So since you bought it, if you paid a year, you paid 6 months, you paid 3 months, or you paid 1 month, next Monday is when we will actually mark the first day of your subscription. So if you have it, from next Monday, if you paid for a month, you'll have a month's period from next Monday until the next payment. That will be automatically debited from your account. So with that said, I want to just go into a training today. Today, Mark Campese and I are going to train about running a system where recruiting and donations never stop. My name is Coach Blaine Williams. I'm here on the call today with Mark Campese. I'm here on this recording today with Mark Campese. Between Mark and I, we have over 70 years of experience in the direct marketing and personal performance business, teaching, training people to take basic steps to build a better future. We give people a better mousetrap. And today we're going to teach on this system that I like to call running the play. You see, what we want in our crowdfunding endeavor, we want a system that recruiting never stops and donations never slow down. That's what we want. There are 7 steps to running the play. Those steps have to do with your why and your attitude, number 1. Number 2, having a name list. Number 3, approaching and sharing. Number 4, follow-up and follow through. Number 6, a 3-way call with a qualified leader. And number 6, I apologize, that was number 5, the 3-way. Number 6 is app up and plug in, and number 7 is duplicate. So Mark and I will systematically go through this in the next few moments. I want you to know that there is nothing more important than step 1, and that is the why and your attitude. Folks, you can have a major dream, a dream to build a future of financial freedom, a dream of having debts out of your life, having control of your time, looking in the mirror and feeling great about the fact that you now own your own life instead of some boss that you're subservient to that has little appreciation for you and less concern for your family and your personal needs. But I will say that if you do not have the proper attitude about your dream, about yourself, and about others, you will struggle in life in general, and you will absolutely experience failure after failure in the team building industry. So number 1, your why and your attitude are key. Mark has literally built a career on helping people crystallize their why. Mark, why don't you briefly comment on the importance of both the why or the dream and attitude?
Absolutely. You know, most times when you get involved in team building, you get from people this simple thing: how do I do this? And listen, the how is important because we're teaching you on the how today. But more important than the how is the why, because the why is the key that motivates. The why, the dream. You know, the why is really the dream. It's the reason. It's the burning, passionate desire within you that empowers you to do the things that others aren't willing to do. That's how you win big in team building. And so, and we're talking about this whole prospect here of building something here that will create donations for you. And quite frankly, it's a dream-driven proposition. It's a dream-driven element always in team building. So if you want to win big, you got to crystallize those dreams. You got to fight for those dreams. They got to be alive and burning in you, because when the winds of adversity blow, and they will, they always do, what anchors you? It's only the dream that anchors you. And you got to have that dream, because this is simply a vehicle to take you to your dreams. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, listen, I want you just to add to that, and that is not just the person's attitude toward themselves, but their attitude toward their teammates and prospects, and even the people that say no. I've seen for years, Mark, where people frankly get a testy attitude, or they have teammates and they put themselves in the position of being somewhat of a dictatorial boss, a dominating boss. Just talk briefly about your attitude toward those around you.
Yeah, let me give you a simple premise that I began this business with all those years ago. Number 1, I didn't get in this business to be a boss, and I didn't get into this business to be bossed. Right? This is my own business, and so the idea of attitude permeates everything. And remember, we want to run this in anything we do at team building. We want it to be professional, not rude, right? Not egotistical, not unintegrous. We want to treat people with absolute respect. And so when we get down to the basics of this, that simple book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, that lays the structure of how our attitude should be towards people. You know, we glibly say, hey, team building is a relationship-based business, and then yet we say things and do things continually that offend and affect people around us. And so, listen, that's part of personal growth and development, working on us, right? Becoming the ultimate people person, becoming the person that is rich with skill with people, and understanding how human nature works, that we might better bring people to their desired haven and their goals and their dreams.
That's right. And listen, I want to just say this to everybody. People will often say, well, I don't have the skills. I wasn't born with them, and I never been in an environment. I don't think I could do it. the truth of the matter is you can do it, and you will do it, and you must do it. Your family, your future, and many thousands of people, maybe millions of people, are out there in the world with desperation and hope, waiting for you.
Hey guys, this is Earl Dixon. I want to stop that coaching session because I think I see some new people on the panel, so I'm going to stop the conference call. Unmute everybody. Let's unmute everybody. I see Edgar. I think this is the first time I've seen Edgar. Hello, Edgar. Hey, Edgar. How you doing?
Hello. Yeah, I've been.
Okay, Edgar is Joe's friend.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, I'd like to welcome you to our international Zoom, Edgar, and thank you for coming on. We are truly,
Okay, thank you.
We're truly excited about Waszupp crowdfunding. So, tell us a little bit about you and where you're from.
Oh, Job's brother. Yeah. I'm a graphic designer by profession.
Oh, you're a graphic designer.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, tell us more.
What do you want to know about me apart from that?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for coming on, and you being a graphic designer. I see how we can use your skill set because we need a banner for we need a banner for our team. Waszupp TeamElite? Okay.
Yeah.
And I sent Caroline a donation. I'm going to send her another donation probably today until I get her $100 toward that banner. Okay. So maybe you can help her with the design of that banner so that we can put it whenever you guys have workshops there. You can put the banner up. So can you help us with that?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Awesome. I'm looking at about a 4-foot by 6-foot banner. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. If you can help us with that. Okay.
Yeah, I'll work on it and work on something.
Okay. So, what you think about Waszupp? What you think about Waszupp crowdfunding? What have you heard about it so far, and what you think about it?
Oh, I normally see Job and Mr. Kent in the meetings, and I decided to join today.
Okay, so do I need to do a presentation for him, Job? Is that what I need to do?
Maybe briefly taking him through, but you can just go over it quickly.
Okay, good. I'll go over the let's give it about 5 more minutes. Let's give it about 5 more minutes and see if any more international partners come on. And we'll do a short presentation. I'll go straight to the today I'll just give a background information about the app, and then I'll go over the Waszupp crowdfunding video, and then I will show him the money from my perspective. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. I thought I saw Fred on earlier. I don't know if that was Fredbender or not. While you guys are getting to know each other, I'm gonna see if that was Fredbender, because if that was him, I would like for him to say hello to everybody on the panel. Let's see. Hey, Bruce. Yeah. Hey, Bruce. Mark Campisi was talking a few minutes ago, and he was talking about what you and I were talking about, having holes in the matrix. And he mentioned that once they delete people out, that they did not want any holes in the matrix. Yeah. And they were basically talking about unpaid positions. So
right.
Yeah, so maybe they really have a plan about how to deal with that once they delete people out of the system that have not paid. They did say there will be a short window. There will be a short window giving them an opportunity to come back if they get deleted out.
To pay.
Uh-huh.
You know, me personally, I don't think they should get that opportunity, because if they're taking their time, they're not really that enthused about the program.
Yeah.
And it would save the company a lot of time to just go ahead and move on. But I mean, he's the main one, so whatever he decides, I guess we'll have to follow.
And hey, Fred, was you on the Zoom earlier? Okay, good. Are you available to come back and say hello today? Okay, thank you, Fred. All right, we'll be right here. Thank you. All right, so guys, Fred is gonna join us. Woo-hoo. Fred is gonna join us about 2 or 3 minutes. He's gonna come on and he's gonna say hello and give us some updates himself. And I'm gonna start inviting him at least once. I'm gonna try to get it to go over here at least once a week to say hello or show up. So look at that, Nicholas. Look at Nicholas on the panel. Hey, Nick.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Earl,
Yeah.
I got some potential people who might want to join. I'm gonna let you talk to my cousins. I'm gonna let them use my phone real quick.
All right, fine. Thank you. Hey,
How's it going, man?
how you doing, cousin?
All right.
Nick been telling you about Waszupp crowdfunding.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna tell you that he's at the right place in the right time, and I'm gonna tell you something about that guy called Nicholas. He's a superstar. Okay, he is a pure superstar. You know, I'm here to just help Nick out because Nick has shown me that he has what it takes to make this thing, really make this thing go. You hear me?
Yeah.
So how long you been knowing Nick?
All my life.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. He's on to something. He's really on to something. And you know, the other day we blessed his daughter, Diamond. She's truly a diamond. What you know about Bitcoin? What's your name, first of all?
Dante.
Dante. Okay. Do you know anything about Bitcoin?
About what?
There's some digital currency, which is money, called Bitcoin. Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Bitcoin is digital currency. And money all around the world is actually changing. You know, it has changed, and it's changing, and it's evolving more and more every day. Okay, so we have a donation-based platform where you can come in. Let me ask you this question. Do you know someone, Dante, who needs funding for like a house, a new house, a new car, to send a kid to college, to pay off some bills, to start a business, or to get money for an existing business? Do you know someone who needs funding that they never ever have to pay back?
Of course.
Who is that? Who?
Me.
You're the man. Woo! You know, past step number 1.
Bad.
Hey, look. When I was asked that question, look, they asked me the same thing. They said, "Do you know somebody?" I'm like, of course I know somebody. Who? Me. Let's start with me, and then I'll tell my friends about it. You know, so that's awesome. So we have a platform where digital currency. We have embraced the fact that digital currency is live, is real, and this thing called Bitcoin, Dante, back in 2009, Bitcoin was only 10 cents a coin for one coin. Today, Bitcoin is about $3,980 per coin. Now, if you had bought $1 worth, hey, Fred, if you had bought $1 worth of Bitcoin in 2009, you just $1 worth, Dante, you would have 39,000. You have $39,000. Okay. Yeah, just 10. Look, I'm talking $1 worth. And if you had bought $1,000 worth, you would have about $3 million worth in 2009. So you know, we can't turn back the hands of time. But let me tell you this, Dante. It's anticipated that Bitcoin in 3 years will be at $500,000 within 3 years. And it's just not me saying it. You know, I get up here, I train, I teach people every single day. And I'm looking at what the elite, the 3%ers are saying. The 3%ers. We're at the point now. Look, when you get to the point where investment companies like JP Morgan and Fidelity, when they're leaving the stock market and they're making most of their, they're taking their investments from the stock market and now they're investing to digital currency. Yeah,
Hey, Earl,
yeah,
I'm gonna set him up. I'm gonna set him up with the Zoom, and I'm gonna get him to come on with us tonight because I got to go take my daughter to school.
Yeah,
and I'm using my phone.
Okay, no problem.
So I'm gonna get him the code and stuff, so he can be on the meeting with us tonight at 8:30.
All right, and I'll give him a full presentation. Hey, Dante, just don't miss out on this one again, bro. That's all I can tell you. I need you to help. I need you to help us share this information in the community. Thank you and welcome.
I got you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, so guys, all right. So guys, I'm going to turn this over today. I want to invite we have a guest. Okay. We have a get a
I'll send you the website.
Okay, Nicholas.
I told you I'll send you the website.
So, you know, I met this gentleman not too long ago. He's truly a professional. He has a big heart, a very big heart, and he has a very giving spirit. I've learned so much about him in a short period of time. I learned something about his dad. His dad was also a giver, and his dad also taught that if you get up every day and you're only focused on you and helping you, you're missing out on the journey. And Fred has had, Mr. Fredbender himself has had many years in the multi-level marketing arena. And he partnered up with some dynamic leaders. Mr. Ashley himself, Mr. Ricky Howell, and they started their own project. And, you know, often every day I talk about Waszupp Global and how Waszupp Global started. Well, Fred was one of the three musketeers. The original three. He was one of the original three to bring what went viral to the internet marketing space alive with Waszupp Global. So we got, you know, it's one thing to hear about this legend, but to see him and to talk to him is another thing. So I'm gonna humble myself and go to the back and let him come to the forefront. Also, I want you guys to keep my number one girl, Bonnie Beth, okay? Because I've been missing her. You know, hope she's doing fine. Let her know that we're praying for her every day, and we want to see her back on the bridge as soon as possible. So, Fred, I'm gonna unmute you and let you come up, tell us about, give us your version of where we are, what the program is, and where we're going. Thank you, Fred.
Oh man, thank you for that introduction. But you know what? Here's my thoughts.
Yeah.
You don't have to take the back seat to anybody, man. I am just honored that that you're a part of this program with us. You bring you bring something to the table that a lot of people don't bring. It's your wisdom, your knowledge of the industry, and your willingness to help other people, because that's what we, you know, Ash and Ricky and I, we do have big hearts. I mean, it is about people. It's not about us. It's about how can we help people. I mean, and you have that same heart, and that's why I love having you as a part of this program. You know, Beth I call her my daughter because, you know, she came on board with me. That would make you my grandson. So, you know, we take care of family here. And so we're really excited to have you and her as a part of this team. And I was listening in for a little while. I had to go. I had somebody else I need to help. A little bit to the call that Blaine and Mark made, and you know, they made some very good points, and they've got a very good system over there. But you know, guys, I got to tell you, here's the reality of what we are doing. The reality is this is not a very complicated situation that we're involved in. There's really nothing very complicated about it. What we're doing and what we're trying to do. It's not like a multi-level marketing program. And as Earl said, I've been in multi-level marketing for many years. My first program I got in at 19. That was in Amway. And I've been in something, or, you know, I've been either in it, getting ready to get in it, or getting out of it since I was 19. And I've made a lot of money in MLM. And MLM can get to be very complicated. If we allow it, it can be complicated. Everybody's going to want to know all the nuts, all the bolts, all the screws. Where do you dot the T and cross the I? you know, or rather dot the I and cross the T works better. But this is not like that. Guys, there's just basically three things that we're concerned about here. The number one thing is, how can we help reach that goal of creating $1 billion to help people around the world? So the first thing is helping people. I mean, the bottom line is, how can we create that $1 billion to help people? You know, those people that we help, you know, sometimes we look at other people, like, you know, we'll look at Puerto Rico and see what's happened there and think, yeah, we got to help those people. Yeah, and that's true. We'll look at what happened in Texas and in South Florida and the Caribbean, and even, you know, as recently as a couple of days ago, what happened in Las Vegas. And there are people out there that have been killed, people that have been wounded who didn't have insurance and don't have the money to pay for those bills. And yeah, we want to reach out and help them. But here's the thing. We don't know if one of those people is going to be us a year from now, right? We don't know what our condition is going to be a year from now. So while we're focused on helping other people, we're developing a system that literally could turn around and actually help us. We don't know what the future holds, but it's about helping others that we truly find that we have created situations that wind up helping us. And that's important. That's number one, reaching that $1 billion campaign to help other people. The simplicity of that is simply sharing that dream, that mission with other people and helping them see the need for this. So that's number one, is sharing that goal. That makes us different from any multi-level marketing program out there. That makes us different from any crowdfunding program out there, because we are aggressively, as a group of people, aggressively working to fund $1 billion to help people. We're not sitting back advertising like you do on a GoFundMe, where you kind of advertise the site and guys come over and help me raise these funds. You know, and that's, you know, that's really for us. You know, we set up the site and we want people to come help us create these funds for whatever our needs are. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But what we're doing is saying we are going to aggressively encourage people to donate just $35 into a platform that's going to help people all over the globe, knowing that at some point in the future, one of those people may be us. So that's critical. And we do it just 3 people at a time, just by sharing it with 3 people. Who does not know 3 people that is willing to spend $35 to help somebody else? It's just that simple. If I can bring on 3 who can bring on 3 who can bring on 3, that's the simplicity of it. Now, if I want to bring on 10 or 20 or 30, that's my choice. And I will do that. I have been doing that, as a matter of fact. I've done many more than 3. But that's my choice, because I want to see this thing work for everybody. So that's focus on that. That is the main idea here. Because once you understand that, everything else falls in place on its own. You see, this is going to require a large number of people. It really is. To do what we're trying to do at that small of an amount of money, it's going to require a lot of people. But that's okay, because the other 2 parts of what we do is going to make this thing happen in a huge way for everybody. And what is it, those other 2 things? The first thing is, well, the second thing is actually being in a position to thank people with 3 awesome gifts that we give them for donating, and allowing them to know that that's really all there is. You donate, help people, you get 3 gifts, and if you want to stop, you can stop. See, because now it's not about multi-level marketing. It's not about investing money into a system that you're going to buy something low and sell it high. We differentiate ourselves totally from multi-level marketing into crowdfunding, because we can stop there after we get the donation. All right. But the third thing is that should we really get it and really understand the concept, and we share it with enough people, we decide to just share it with enough people that we can bring on 3 people, now the other part of that falls into place. And that is that third part, that part that says we too can actually be funded for projects that we need funding for. See, we now, because of those efforts, we can get funds for our own personal projects. That's the simple. It's just a three-step thing. It's not a complicated issue. And then we kind of talk about the ways of funding, but keep it simple. You know, I listened to that discussion with Blaine them about the funnel, and for those who like funnels and truly understand funnels, it's a pretty good deal. Okay, but it's really not necessary if we understand it's just about getting 3 people who get 3 people, right? See, I use funnels. Now, let me explain how funnels are most effective. The way funnels are most effective is when you set that funnel up and it gets that capture information. That first page is a capture page. You put your name and email address and all that in. Goes to the second page and you get to hear about the program. Goes to the third page, it might talk about the product. And then it goes to the sign-up page, right? So let's talk about it for a minute. How do you get people to the funnel? Well, this is how. You set up a video and put it on YouTube or somewhere. And if you really want to make it happen, you pay for advertising, because you got to advertise to get people to watch the video so that then they can go to the funnel. Most of us are not going to pay the money for the advertising to get the people to go to the video, the funnel, so they can go through that process. Most of us are not going to do it, because sometimes that comes to maybe $30 a day, $40 a day, $50 a day, turns to a couple of $100 a week, could turn into, you know, I've advertised and I've ran advertising budgets of over $1,000 a month. But I was selling high ticket items that was going to make me per sale, I was going to get a minimum of $1,500. So I was happy to pay $1,000 a month. One sale a month, and I've made $500, and I was making more than one sale a month. But that was something I was doing. That was specifically on me, and that was my thing. But I'm just trying to share how funnels work so that you understand that, you know, just by having that system doesn't guarantee success, because you got to get people to the system, right? And the way to get them to it is by advertising. You got to advertise with that to be successful, to keep those numbers coming. Now, flip the page. Ash and Ricky and I, when we started with Waszupp Global, it was 3 people. It wasn't, I didn't bring a whole group of people to the table. I didn't bring people, Ricky didn't bring people that had already had 5 or 10 or 20,000 people in their database. It was just the 3 of us coming to the table saying, let's do this. Let's make it happen. And we made it all happen without a funnel, without a video, without any technology outside of Facebook. Why am I saying that? Because what we did, each of you can do very easily without necessarily getting into that funnel thing. And listen, I'm not knocking it. I want you to know, if you want to do that, then fine. That's great. But when you do it, understand, to do it really properly and effectively, you need to be able to get it out there so that people can see it and come to that link. See, that's the first thing. The second thing is, this business has got to be about relationships. It cannot be about a bunch of numbers, guys. It just can't be about a bunch of numbers, because when you get a bunch of numbers and you don't develop relationships, people will not stay. They're not going to connect. They won't really get it. I mean, we can run a bunch of numbers. I was in a company one time, and the lead guy in that company always said, you know what? All I want to do is get 100 people a day, throw them up against the wall, and see who sticks. What did he mean by that? What he meant is he really didn't care. He was just looking to see which one was going to take charge and go with the program. Everybody else, forget about it. That's not quite the way I work. It's not quite the way Ricky or Ash work. We want to, if we can get 100 people, we want to make connections with those people to help those people that need help. It becomes a matter of helping those people. If they don't understand what to do, we want to teach them, because our goal is to create a program where 75% of the people will win. How many of you have been in companies where only the top 1 to 5% actually won? Everybody else was making $50 a month, if they made anything a month. You know, they was making, as a matter of fact, they lose more money a month than they was making anything. We don't want to be that kind of company, everybody. We have to find a way to flip the script. And that's why Waszupp Global was formed. And that's how Waszupp crowdfunding came to be. There were people in Nigeria, Malaysia, the Philippines, and other places. They couldn't afford $198 to start Waszupp Global. They could not afford $198. That was like 2 months. I mean, that was like a month's salary to them. Waszupp crowdfunding initially started because we was looking for a way to help those people afford $198. Give them something small, create a feeder program so that they can afford $198. We didn't want to leave them behind. It's about helping people. That's what it's about for us. And if we can do that, if we can create that system that allows 75% of the people to make $1,000 a month, then we're going to win in a big, big way, because those people are going to tell other people. See, the absolute best way for success in any business and the best marketing method for any business is to have people who actually make money. Because if you got people that are actually making $1,000, imagine in Nigeria, as a matter of fact, what it would be like for people whose monthly salary is $200 to be able to make $1,000 a month through this business. Do you think they would tell anybody? You know, do you think they would get the word out? That's where true growth takes place. It's not in how much money 5 people make, but it's in how much money 1,000 people make. And they don't have to, the 1,000 people don't have to make $20,000 a month. If they can make 1,000 a month, 2,000 a month, 3,000 a month, 100 people making 2,000 a month beats 5 people that make 60,000 a month any day of the week.
I want to ask a question, Fred. So that question you said, what would happen if a person in Nigeria could make $1,000 a month? What would it do? I'm gonna ask somebody that's on the panel. We got a gentleman on the panel. He's from Kenya. His name is Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hi, Al.
Meet our leader, Fredbender. He's my upline. He's one of the global directors. Can you hear the conversation?
Yeah, I am hearing the conversation.
So what would $1,000 a month do for the average person who joined Waszupp crowdfunding in Kenya? What would that really do for them? Talk to us about that.
Averagely here in Kenya, $1,000 a month is that's like the mid class.
Say that one more
Most
time.
people here, and yeah, I'm saying $1,000 here in Kenya is salary like so the mid class, the guys who are doing well in the society.
The middle class. You saying middle? It'll help them in the middle class.
Yeah, people who are in the mid class who earn that kind of money. There are very few people who earn that kind of money here in Kenya. Many of the people earn averagely between $50 and below.
Wow. $50 and below a month?
No, that's the majority of the young people who don't have work, so they do manual jobs here and there. But $1,000 a month, that's a lot of money here.
It makes a difference, right?
It will really change.
And
It makes a difference.
And Fred, he also shared with me that I think he said over 70% of their community is youth. Is that right, Joe? Talk about that.
Yeah. We have so many youth who have gone through college, but there are no job opportunities.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. So most of them are not.
See, that's, guys, this is why we are doing what we're doing. Because, you know, there's so many people all over the world. If we can help them get to 1,000 a month, just 1,000 a month. Joe, if these people made 1,000 a month, you suppose they tell anybody about it?
It will go crazy. They'll go crazy over it. I think everybody will want to be on board.
Exactly. And see, that is the deal.
It will change
That's the deal. That's what we're shooting for. That is why we are going to change the world with this, because as people begin to see that the money comes, as they begin to see that first, we are going to help people by donating and helping them out. Those people that need help, that $1 billion we're talking about, we are going to use that to help them. We are going to use that. We're going to do what we say, and we're going to publicize it so everybody will know that we're doing it. So that is going to be important, because those people that get help, when they write us and they write us their testimony that thank you Waszupp crowdfunding for the $30,000 donation so that my child could get that needed surgery. Thank you Waszupp crowdfunding for the $5,000 I needed so that my child could go to the university. Thank you for giving me whatever so that we could move off the street and into an apartment. When we start putting those notices up and people see that we're going to do what we say we're going to do, and then others begin to get funding for their own personal projects,
yeah,
that news is going to spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are in this system with us right now, imagine the hundreds of thousands of people that will be falling somewhere down in your legs down there.
Yeah.
So we have, although it may not to some people seem like a really big deal, guys, we have the perfect ingredients for success here. A low amount to start, a mission that is going to touch the hearts of the masses, and an opportunity to create personal funding. With all three of those, people will talk. And as they talk, everybody wins.
So I need you to do me a favor. I got Edgar. Edgar is also from Edgar, are you still there? Unmute yourself, Edgar. Unmute yourself. So we're fortunate enough today, Fred, to have Edgar on. Edgar is also from Nigeria, from Kenya. So you've heard the conversation. Fred, I want you to kind of like, since he haven't heard it, Joe brought him on today. We haven't really talked about that. Once you donate the $35 and the different 8 levels of payment, kind of like talk to Edgar about how he can donate that $35 and get those 8 levels of payments, if you would do that for him, and kind of like engage in a conversation with him.
Oh, well, it's very, very simple. We all are in this because we want to help the world. We want to help the masses. We're going to raise $1 billion to help people all over the world. That is the goal. And in order to do that, we're asking each person to donate $35. This is not multi-level marketing where you got to pay $35 so you can join the business and then you're going to get this, that. No. This is a donating platform where we ask you to donate $35 to help us reach that $1 billion goal. Now, when you do that, we're gonna offer our thank you by offering you 3 gifts. Now, this gift package is worth over $500. So you're gonna get a package worth over $500, right? For donating to help the world, $35.
Okay.
Sounds like a good deal. I hope it's a great deal to me. If I can get $500 or more worth of value for donating $35 to help people, that sounds like a win-win-win for me. All right, so that's the deal. But here's the other part of that. Edgar, when you bring on 3 people, when you share this mission with 3 people and they understand the importance of people coming together to help other people, and they come on board, then you open a window so that now the company will also redirect some of those donations, and they'll redirect them to you. And then you can use those donations to fund whatever things you have that you need funding for. Do you need money for anything, Edgar?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, I just want to know, everybody don't need money. I just didn't know if you needed any money or not. But if you need money because you got projects that you need to have funded, then you open that window. And so that window is actually, the funding comes in waves. You know, once you bring on 3 people, you get the first wave is $25. You donated $35. You got $500 in value for as a thank you for that. And then then you get back $25 in Bitcoin as part of your initial wave. So you haven't lost a thing. You've gained and won multiple times already. The second wave of funding brings you $292, and the third wave brings you $1,710. I mean, if you add that up, that's well over $3,000 that you have received in donations just because you shared this program with people and they decided that they want to take part in it. You know, now you've got well over $3,000. And if you continue at that point, you've the next wave is 45,000 up to $45,000, and then it goes up from there, right? It goes up from 45 grand. And now Edgar, you're in Kenya too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then let me ask you a question. If you were part of the program and you were being, you did what was necessary and you were receiving funding back, would an extra, $20,000 in Bitcoin help fund some of those projects you got in mind?
Yeah. It would really help.
It would help out a little bit?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, all right. So that's the simplicity of this. Now, does the funding get higher than that? Yes, it gets much higher than that. All right, because I just talked about 4 waves of funding. There's actually 6 waves of funding that gets into the millions and multi-millions. But see, we're not worried about that. That comes with effort, with work. When I was working a job, there were days I'd go into work and all I could think about was getting off, and I'd watch the clock. And man, when I'm watching the clock, it's like that's the longest day of work. I mean, it takes forever. A minute was like an eternity. Just wouldn't go by. But when I go to work and I'm focused on the mission, I'm focused on what I'm there for, and I'm working hard trying to accomplish things, and I look up at the clock, I can't believe the workday is over. It's gone by so quickly because my mind is about the mission. You see, with what we're doing, people have to understand, get your mind on the mission, take it off your pocket. If you get your mind on the mission, those numbers are going to fill up. It's going to happen automatically because your mind is on the mission. Forget about focusing on the numbers. The numbers will come because you got people like me and Earl and Leon, and there's a lot of us out there, Beth and Ricky and Robin. There's a lot of people that's focused on the mission, and they're going to bring in more than 3 people per person. So a lot of that spillover is going to fall under you guys. So when you focus on the mission, those numbers, you look up one day and you've got 20,000 people in the organization below you, or 30,000 or 60,000. And then you begin to see those Bitcoin begin to flow into your back office. That funding that you need it gets more and more and more. See, so we don't spend time focused on the numbers, guys, because that's like watching that clock, waiting for your workday to get over. It just slows you down. And actually, it does more than that for some people. For some people, it becomes an impossible task. There are people that don't believe they could ever get even 10,000 people in their organization, in their matrix. They can't wrap their heads around even earning $40,000 over 2 or 3 month time period. They can't see it. And because they can't see it, it paralyzes them, and they absolutely don't do it because their mind keeps them from understanding their true potential. And because they don't understand it and can't grasp it, it stops them. It paralyzes them, and they fail. And instead of them looking at themselves, they blame everything and everybody else. But see, what we're going to do is help you guys understand to focus on the mission. Everything else will fall in place. Get your 3 and focus on the mission and help people. Because when you help people, then good things happen to you. That's just the way the world is created. So those waves of funding, that 5th wave is well over $1 million, people. Once it's funded, once that 5th wave, once you qualified on that 5th wave, That's over $1 million. Now, is that going to take some help and some work and some people? Sure it is. But it's going to come. If you stay in the game, if you do the job you have to do, if you stay focused on the mission, then it all comes. It just becomes a matter of you. You know, are you willing to work? Are you going to quit? Are you going to complain? You know, it becomes a matter of you. Because others of us get it, and we're going to be here for the long haul. And see, the other part of that is, as crowdfunding is moving forward, those of you who are in crowdfunding, I think Earl, if he hasn't talked about it, he probably will. You should already be a part of Waszupp Global. You should be in both of these systems, because Global is the mothership. And I'm gonna tell you, as you're focusing on crowdfunding, get yourself over there into Global and get positioned there as well, because when the time is right and we launch Global, you want to be in position with people under you, because that's now you coming into a network marketing program through Global that is going to multiply your earnings in ways that you just can't even understand right now. And for those people in all over the world and in economies that are stressed and are broken, Global is going to add a dimension to your earnings that is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. So while we have people who are really focused on these programs to build crowdfunding, that's great. Continue to do that. But while you're there, make sure you guys get positioned in Global. So when its time is right, you will be working with some things that's going to truly be life changing. All right, it's going to truly be life changing. So so that's what we have, guys, and we're excited about it. I mean, I don't even sleep, guys. I'd be up almost all night every night because I'm trying to help people, and we're trying to deal with issues that come up with the technology and a lot going on. But you guys, I'm telling you, you're in the right place to be a part of this. Just make sure you get the word out to your teams, what's going to start happening on the 10th of the month, and have everybody ready to roll, because that's when it all starts. All right, Earl?
And what I want to do hey guys, you know, I've been doing this multi-level marketing thing for a long time now. And one thing they always tell you is that when you show up for the events, it just takes you to a different level, because you build relationships when you show up to events. Okay, so you know, Zoom was we hear Fred talk about relationships, so and funnels. And what I've been trying to teach the people on my team is that we have a funnel, but our funnel is so different. Zoom is that module of a funnel that increases your conversion rates exponentially. Okay, so you guys are already experiencing, when a person brings someone to our Zooms, we convert them. We got a conversion rate of about 90% right now. When you bring someone here, we're actually sharing the information, and they create relationships. They see we're real, and those people are actually getting involved. So today, I want to bless Joe and Edgar, and this is how I want to bless you, because you came to the event today. You showed up for the event. Okay, so this is how I can bless you. So I'm going to unmute you guys. This is what I want you to do, Joe. For the people in Kenya that will see this video on YouTube, okay, that will see this video, or this is what I'm going to do. For certain reasons, I'm not going to put this particular one on YouTube, okay? This one on YouTube, all right? For a reason. But, Fred, when can you come back and see us again?
Dude, let me check my calendar. But look, stay in touch with me, and we'll work something out. Yeah. And when you show up for an event, there's benefits for you showing up for an event. You are here today. You got to meet Fred. He's real. He's not a fictitious person.
Okay?
I sent him a card, a travel card.
Huh?
And I'm glad he put it on my email. I'm working out on seeing my tribute.
Awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. So when you show up, good things happen. So I want to thank you guys for coming to the International Zoom today. You know, we have them every day at 12 o'clock. We're missing some of our people today, but you guys was blessed by his presence, and you know he's real. You know, one thing that I teach network marketing tips is that whenever you're doing a network marketing business, even though we're not network marketing, if you join a opportunity and you don't get to know who the owners are, that speaks for itself. Or you can't get in contact with the owners. Here we go. We got one of the global directors that came to see us.
Yeah.
I mean, he just showed up. I mean,
that's
he just showed up. You know, that's what I say about Ash. You know, when the people, when Waszupp Global went viral, and 360,000 people around the world signed up, and they said, "Hey, we need your help." And Ash had a tuned ear, and not only did he have a tuned ear, his ear was so tuned that he went back to his global directors. Okay, and he had a conversation with them. How can we help? How can we help these people? Okay, and out of that, Waszupp crowdfunding was birthed. Okay, and just talk for a second, Fred, about the process when y'all took that back to Ash and it was birthed, and how y'all massaged it in order to end up with the 8 levels.
Oh, it was kind of interesting because you know, initially, like I said, it was just Ash's idea. It was just we were just looking for a way to help people be able to afford the 198 to come on board Waszupp crowdfunding. So we had this 3x3 matrix that would actually provide for them $2,000. I mean, they would pay. They would, and that at that moment though, it was more of a true MLM type program, not what it is now, where they would actually pay so much to come on board and then work that process and get the 2,000, and then use 198 to upgrade into global. But as time went on, you know, the next day, Ash kind of called us back and said, "Hey, I got a better idea. If we can help them get 2,000, we can help them get 50,000." And so we talked about that, and so we said, "Okay, let's do the 50,000." And we were good. But then the next day, he called us back and he said, "Look, guys, I was just thinking, if we can help them get to 50,000, we can help them get to 1 million." And so we all just kind of stopped and just took a breath and said, "Okay, so let's talk about it." And we did. And we thought, okay, we can do this. And we thought it was done. But then he came back and said, if we can help them get to 1 million, we can help them get a lot more. And then we got into more discussion, and it became a bigger deal. It became not so much about helping people just to be able to upgrade to Waszupp Global, but we started talking about the idea of helping people all over the world, not just to come into a business, but the idea of helping people all over the world with whatever their problems were, whatever their issues were, whatever was holding them back. You know, there are hopeless. There are people out there that has no hope. They're hopeless people because they feel like life has beat them down so much, they're done. They've got no escape. They've got no rich uncle somewhere just waiting to help them. They're just done. You know, they're people with children who are sick and dying with no recourse. We talked about his son and decided that, you know what, we can do this in the name of his son. We can help people all over the globe. And that's when Waszupp crowdfunding was actually born, with that goal of $1 billion to help people all over the world. Then it became more than just upgrading to Waszupp Global. It became about helping people all over the world and how we can do it as effectively as possible. And so And so all the plans were put together, and we launched the system. And we're excited about it because we feel like we could have 1 billion people into this program. You know, over the next 2-3 years, we could reach 1 billion people that actually join. Now we want to get $1 billion in the next 24 months, but we're going to get 1 billion people to join this program, to be a part of Waszupp crowdfunding, to become Waszupp crowdfunders.
Now, you know what, Fred? Let me tell you what I saw with my own eyes. There's a guy named Peter Wolfing, and he's one of my mentors. Mm-hmm. And I've been following Peter in some of his programs for years. Peter, he launched Ultimate Cycling in Nigeria last year, and because it met a need, because the state of money in Nigeria,
right,
they need help. There's no doubt about it. They really need help. And I'm gonna tell you what I saw happen in 30 days. Mm-hmm. In 30 days in Nigeria, 2 million people signed up for Ultimate Cycle because of the price point. 2 million people in 30 days.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
And their platform was nowhere close to what we're offering here with Waszupp crowdfunding. It was nowhere close. You know, so can it be done? Yeah, this can really truly be done beyond a shadow of a doubt. It can be done. And I believe it with all my heart.
I think, Earl, we're going to get to the point after we launch, and once we start doing what we say we're going to do, I believe we're going to reach a point where we will be enrolling 1 million people a month consistently.
Sure.
And think about what that will mean for, you know, all of you who have kind of been the trailblazers here, who have kind of stuck with us through the rough times, and we're having rough times now, just blazing the trail, just starting. This is why, you know, it takes somebody to start something. How many of you have ever started something and it turned out great the first time around? Right? Anything you start that's new, there's going to be some glitches in it. Right? It never, I don't know of anything that I've ever done in my life that I did it the first time and it worked out perfectly.
Well, I tell you this. I keep trying to tell the guys on our team, y'all hear me say it all the time. I cannot give you a first row seat in Amway for 1959 who did $13.1 billion last year. But there are some people that's still in Amway, or their relatives that's still receiving commissions off of that seat that they held during this formulation phase of Amway in 1959. I cannot give you a front row seat into A.L. Williams. My brother was a national director in A.L. Williams back in the day. And he made a whole lot of money. I can't offer you that seat. I can't offer you a front row seat in prepaid legal. Okay? When they were in their formulation phase, where they had their ups and their downs, where their software was being developed, and they had to tweak it and turn it and massage it until they can get to the point where their platform was exactly where it wanted to be. And let me say this, show what you got. There are always upgrades and updates. It's never perfect. Mm-hmm. Okay, our goal is to optimize our program to get it to the point where, again, he hit his highest conversion rate and be able to help the people all at the same time. So what I'm trying to say to everybody, to have this seat today, to go through the pains, okay, because nobody ever explains this. Nobody tell you that the fact that you're on the panel and we're updating the software and you're here, that's success.
It is. It is.
Talk about that, Fred.
It really is. I mean, people just don't get it. And see, here's where they make the mistake. They want to come to the table and everything is working smoothly. But when you come to the table and everything is working smoothly, chances are you're at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah.
Chances are it's been working for 2, 3, 4, 10 years, and you're just now getting to the game. And when you're just getting to the game, well, I tell you what, good luck making anything.
Yeah. Word.
Right? Because it's been there. They figured out how to figure out all the issues, and they've completed all that. Listen, when you're at the beginning, you're gonna go through the problem, and that's where, as you go through those problems, you're right there at the beginning. You're at the top, and that's where you truly get everything out of that what you want to get out of it. You're at the table. It's like Earl said. You know, that place setting with Amway back in the day when they first started, imagine if you were there, what your pocketbook would look like now. If you were there, you stayed the course, you did what was necessary, even though they had their issues that they had to deal with. They had their technology issues, they had their systems issues where they had to create systems for various things. So right now, you guys are at the table at the beginning. You're at the front of the trail that's being blazed. And so you have all the problems to deal with. What you do is you double down and you be stronger than the problems that we're dealing with. And then for that, you get paid for later. Right? That's like, you know, Lewis and Clark. I remember Lewis and Clark, learned about Lewis and Clark in high school, and how they blazed the trail. Now they had to go through all the problems. There was no road there until they came along. So all the trees were in the way, all the boulders were in the way, all the animals, all the natives in that area that they have to deal with and work with. See, they had to do it. And then after that, oh, it was an easy road for the rest of them. But we don't remember the rest of them, but we remember Lewis and Clark.
Yep.
That's who we are right now. We are the trailblazers. We're dealing with all the issues, guys. So my point is this. Hang in there. Don't let this stuff get you down. Stay focused. Understand the vision and the mission here, which is more important than any of us. Right? Continue to move forward with that. Bring on your 3 and bring on more than 3. All you have to do is tell people about what we're doing and bring them to the call. The call, like Earl said, is the human funnel. It is the biological funnel, if you will, because it deals with people, right? And so bring them to the funnel. And then you have someone here who is a phenomenal leader, who is knowledgeable, who's intelligent, who understands what we're doing and why we're doing it, who has more answers than I do, especially about many of the technical part of it, the cryptocurrency part of it, but he gets it. He gets it. And so you got a phenomenal leader here to help you with your funnel, this Zoom presentation.
Sure.
You guys are in great shape. Just keep moving it forward and keep talking to people and sharing.
Okay. So, and while I got you here, Bruce is here. Bruce, can you unmute or are you locked down? Oh, you locked down. He locked down. Okay, so maybe you can do it. You can answer the question. Okay, so you know we talked about it one time about when we're gonna once we allow people to come in, and once they come in, we're gonna move into the holding tank, and it's gonna produce some gaps in the funnel. Talk to us about that real briefly, quickly, about how do we really replace those gaps once people go to the holding tank and they move from the matrix, they sit aside, but we see those holes. How do we deal with those?
Okay, very, very, very easily done. If you have people that you know who you don't have, because remember, midnight Eastern Standard Time of the 15th, we can't enroll anyone on the 16th. You will not be able to enroll anyone on the 16th like you can right now. Okay, so what does that mean? Let's say you got 3 or 4 people and you can't put them in the system on the 16th, but because some people on the matrix did not activate by donating the $35, the computer lifted them up out of the position and put them in the holding tank. Well, when they're in the holding tank, the only reason they're there is because they didn't donate the $35. Now, if you have somebody that's got the $35, they're ready to go, you'll be able to take that person and put them in that position. That is the plan. You'll be able to take them, put them in that position, and then they will activate by donating the $35, and so that'll be their position. If the person that was taken out wants to come back in, let's say that the next day is the 17th and we should be launching the 17th. If that person gets his Bitcoin and is ready to donate, then they can come back on the matrix, right? But they'll just fall, you know, wherever that open space is. So they can still come back. Now, if they've got 3 people though, those 3 people, if they activate it on the 16th, they stay where they are and they become direct to the person who you put in that position. Now, that position could be 3 people or 1 person that you know, that you have, that you want to put there. Or if they're direct to you, it could be you. You could put yourself there. And if you can't, for whatever reason, you don't have a person, you can't do it, your upline person, next upline person can fill that position. If they can't, the next upline person, and then you can let it come all the way to me. If it gets to me, I might feel it. I'm gonna tell you now. So you better not let it get to me. Get to me, I'm gonna feel it quick.
So you put somebody in that spot, huh?
Hey, I'll get somebody in the spot. Trust me. So quite honestly, I don't think it's gonna get to me because Earl ain't gonna let it get past him. You gotta get past him to get to me.
To go to the bank. So you know, yesterday we was talking about the BitPay card. Any updates on that as far as finding a BitPay card?
There is something that we're looking at very closely. And once they download the new back office, there should be a link there. So what that is and we're looking now, guys. Don't run out and get it right now. But should we decide to use it, it will be in the back office when we open up the new back office, and then you can get it then. And what that is Payza. Because Payza now, my understanding is it may be possible for us to even take dollars. So for some people, if we can do Payza, it is possible that we'll be able to take dollars and send it to the company instead of Bitcoin. So that would be a big help for a lot of people. Plus Payza, then you can get a debit card through Payza and actually use that for your fund. So Payza might be the key for us. Ash has been looking at it very closely. We talked yesterday. He was really excited about Payza, and there's a couple other things he had to find out.
Okay.
But once that is determined, that key that we've all been looking for, it may just turn out to be Payza.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well we know you got millions of people that you got access to, so we're gonna hold you all day. Thank you for visiting us. I want to see if Job got any closing words because this is our international Zoom. Job, you got anything you want to say on the way out?
I just want to appreciate everyone today, and we keep learning something new every day, and we appreciate everything. I have no more questions. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay, guys, this is Earl Dixon with Wassupp Crowdfunding. Today was another one of our international meetings. We're here every day at 12 o'clock. Zoom is 495-400-2688. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna edit this video right here. I'm gonna edit this video right here to make it usable for Job and Edgar. Okay, and I know which parts that I need to take care of. But thank you, Fred, for coming on and being here and showing the people that you are really real. Okay.
All right, you guys take care.
Thank you. Now. All right. Awesome. See you guys tomorrow. All right. So tonight at 8:30. Tonight at 8:30. Okay. For the local team. Okay. We'll be here. All right. Thank you, guys.
Earl.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
How to say it? What's up?
Sorry, you already know. Listen, I got a friend that I had to bring up to the emergency room, so that's why I was listening to the call, but I couldn't really get involved because they were doing different stuff with her.
Okay.
But anyway, I got to listen to Fred. I heard 99% of the call. I just couldn't participate. That's all.
Now, what I thought I heard him say though was that those vacant positions we can fill them ourselves, even if we want to take those spots.
Yes, sir.
That means you can pay the
Yes, sir.
Bitcoin. You can pay the Bitcoins. You can get those donations.
Yes, sir.
Did
Yes,
you hear
sir.
that too, Cheryl? Did you
That's what I
understand?
heard.
Yes, yeah.
Oh man, wow.
Ooh, God is good.
Now
Well,
say it again so everybody gets it. Say it again.
and that is that, like, when they move people out of those positions that they're currently occupying, and if those people don't occupy those positions, you can actually go and own and claim that position yourself, but you have to pay for that actual position yourself and occupy it. And you know, Fred said if we don't get those positions, him being our upline, he'll probably fill those positions himself, and there'll be paid positions for him. But I know they'll give us more coaching on that moving forward on how to go about doing that and the feasibility of doing that. So keep your eyes open for that, guys, and we'll see how that's gonna we'll see how that
so that probably means that we would need to be ready with some extra email addresses, because I'm sure you'd have to use a different email address.
Yeah.
Right.
You could probably use the same name, or would you need to have use the same name but a different email address?
A different email, because the email is your.
I think it's just gonna be the email address.
Yeah, because your email is your username. But I will
tell everyone on the Gmail system they can use their same email just by adding a plus and a number or a name or something, and use it without actually setting up another email address.
A plus and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever you want to do. Now, I will tell y'all something. I'm going to talk to Fred. Personally, I don't like Payzer. Okay?
I don't either.
Payzer is not our solution.
Me either.
I'm gonna hit Fred up in a few minutes and let him know I got $1,000 tied in Payzer right now and cannot get my money out of Payzer.
Right.
Right now. Okay.
Man, I got 600 tied up to Payzer and I can't get to it.
For real.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, they don't come on. They don't help you, assist you. There's no phone number that you can really dial and get them on where they're gonna actually walk you through and make sure you get access to your funds. So I don't think that their payment processor would even be a solution to what we're trying to do. It will create havoc in Waszupp crowdfunding based on my previous experience. Okay, Leon, myself, and Bruce was in another platform not too long ago, and the other platform that's opted to leave Payzer and go to another payment processor. And I mean, I have money coming in, I just haven't been able to get the money out yet. Okay, and they have not stepped up to the plate to even help me get my money out. All right.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Any questions for anybody else before we go? If not, we'll see you guys tonight at
Hey, Earl.
Yeah,
Can we get some gear?
Gear.
You know, you rock nice gear, and we look like little peasants. You know, you be rocking the boys.
Oh.
You know, you be rocking it. We looking like,
What you talking about? You talking about the hats for Waszupp crowdfunding and the shirt?
Yes, I need to represent.
I know what they're talking about.
Okay, yeah, we'll get that set up. I will focus on that. I will make it a priority to give you guys access to the hats and the shirts next week, and we can actually put in an order to order it, and we'll get them to you. Okay.
Yes, sir. And then I know this may not be duplicable, but my head keeps going to the newspapers in Nigeria, the newspapers in Zimbabwe. Beatrice's husband is a journalist, and maybe he can tell us where we can do some sort of advertising, online radio, something quick that will invite them to your time zone, to your meeting.
Right. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do then. I'll invite him back on, Nina, and I'm gonna honor that. I'm gonna honor your request to have a conversation with his name is Daniel, and to have a conversation with him, interactive, just like this. Hopefully tomorrow I can get Beatrice to get him on, but we'll have to, okay, so we come on tomorrow at 12. We'll tell Beatrice that we want to have a live conversation with her husband, who's a journalist, about how we can do a radio ad to bring people aboard. So we might better run a campaign where we can help finance that radio ad, and anybody that participate in financing that ad, will split the leads, okay? into
yeah, the word needs to get out over there.
Yeah.
You know, and then I mean, I know it's not duplicable, but I got to use the talent I got to draw the people to me, because right now I got too many people, got too many excuses. I'm finding out who my friends are, who they're not.
Yeah.
It's amazing when I find out about people when you talk to them and they say they want something and then they him and high and go feed the cat.
Well, let me tell you guys this, because Bruce is here right now, and I'm just gonna do this for 2 seconds and I'm gonna be out of here. Listen, I'm giving you guys access to all the professional training you can get your hands on. You say, for real? Yeah, like I told you guys, you on the best funnel. My mentor, Vic Scrizeus. I follow. Go look Vic Scrizeus on YouTube. Okay, now I seen Vic do a campaign. And he came to a Zoom meeting. He gave value the way I be giving value. Okay, and Vic Scrizeus, I seen him make $728,000 in 30 days.
What's his last name? How do you spell his last name, sir?
I think it's Striheuz. I'll have to get Vic Scrizeus. You see it, Cheryl? Vic Scrizeus.
What's that?
You see Vic? Can you Google Vic's YouTube? Vic Scrizeus.
Vic with a V.
V-I-C-K. I think it's put STR as the first 3 digits of his last name, and he should come up. Vic Scrizeus. Now, what I'm trying to get to while she searched for that, Bruce, how did you meet me, Bruce?
I met you on YouTube. I got your number on YouTube. I was actually looking for, I own a business, and I was looking for solar panels for my business. And my thing is, you should always be a distributor of whatever you want, because you're going to get it cheaper. So anyway, I was looking on YouTube, and I found you on YouTube, and I kept looking, and you came up more than anybody else. So then I called you.
I had my phone number in one of my videos too, and I made my phone number available.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's Meet Scrizeus. It's STRIZEUS. Scrizeus. Let me tell you something. Vic is a funnel master. He's a funnel master. I seen him do webinars like this. He gives so much value. He'll go a whole week with just teaching you the kind of stuff that we're doing right here, and then he won't even mention anything about a sale until the last day. But he'll start a campaign on Monday. He'll tell you on Friday that he's gonna start a campaign on Monday. He's gonna teach you some value. And you can go to that. You can go to his. Let's say he tell you on Friday that he's gonna be there on Tuesday. You can go to his Zoom funnel on Monday. It'll be 3,000 people there, and they just chatting, waiting for Tuesday for this guy to show up. Okay, because he gives so much He gives so much value. So I told you guys I bought my girl on last night. What was her name? What was her name, Cheryl?
Diamond.
No, the multi-level marketer. Perez. Steph Perez. Look, Steph told y'all last night. You gotta do these videos. You gotta get out your comfort zone. I told you, Vic told us, he said, look, you want to take your business to another level? Start doing some YouTube videos about what you know for 90 days straight, and put them on YouTube and watch your business grow. So if the $1 million earners are telling you what's going to take your business to another level, you guys need to start doing it. Like Job and Edgar, right now, I'm impressed upon you. Start doing little 2-3 minute videos about Waszupp crowdfunding, inviting people to your Zooms. Okay? And I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to start disappearing. I'm going to start disappearing intentionally. My job is to train you guys to be able to go solo and be able to make this thing move. So if I'm being a crutch, I need to stop being a crutch. And I need to be able to help you guys get to the point where you guys can be true professionals in the space. You want to be a true professional in the space? Put these tricks to work so that you can stand on your own 2 feet. Okay? Because this is real now. The difference between me and Vic is that Vic gonna charge you. He ain't gonna charge you a limit. You hear Fred talking about high ticket items a few minutes ago? Now we talking about $3,500 to $5,000 to get this type of information. Okay? And you guys are getting it for free. So if you're gonna get it, you really need to start putting it to work. And I appreciate Fred from saying that that a funnel is just a funnel. And guys, you gotta understand the power of funnel. You gotta have a list, and you send that list to your funnel. Okay? And then look, just because somebody see your funnel don't mean that they're gonna what? They're gonna opt in. They're gonna opt into your opportunity. Okay? But opt-in means only thing they do is supply your email address. Now, a conversion means that they put their email address, you reach out to them, because if they didn't sign up for your business, that's not a conversion. That's just an opt-in. That's called an OPT-IN. Go to Google and look up opt-in. They just opted into your funnel. They put their email address. So they got some basic information about your opportunity. Now, a conversion is a person who actually what? Signs up. So Facebook is the best funnel, and YouTube is the best funnel that you will ever experience. And why, Earl? Because when a person likes something you put on YouTube, you can even do comments now on YouTube videos. Okay, I got people reaching out to me right now on YouTube. Facebook, when somebody come on Facebook and they hit like, guys, that means that's like them sending you their email. What's the difference? On when you send out an email, you never know if they can respond to your email. On Facebook, when they say like, that means that you can go straight to their inbox and start a conversation. Hey, this is Earl. I posted something on Facebook about Waszupp crowdfunding. You liked it. What did you like about it? Can I help you? Can I help give you more information? What did you see that sparked something in you to hit the like button? Something caused them to hit the like button. They didn't hit like because they disliked it. They hit like because they what? They liked it. So that one thing, that one like on Facebook is better than you spending $100 for 1,000 leads and you get nobody to respond. Did y'all get that?
Yeah.
You understand the power of that? You spend $100 for 1,000 leads. You send them to your funnel. You don't know now unless you got some statistical software, and then you can go check your autoresponder. But if you buy the lead, because they got what you call solo ads. Solo ads is when you go and you go over to someone's website who got a list, and you tell them that you want to send an email swipe to their list. So you buy 1,000 names. You buy the opportunity to send your information to 1,000 people on their list. It may be 50 cents per person, okay, to 1,000 for 1,000 leads, and that's $500 to send information to 1,000 leads. So you do it with the idea of getting a conversion. Now, if you send it and nobody opting into your autoresponder, it's 0 people in there. When you start the campaign, solo ad campaign, and it's 0 people in your autoresponder when you're done, that means you spent $500 in traffic for what? For nothing. But now, if you run a Facebook ad or you do something on Facebook, and a person hit the like button, and you didn't spend no money for that, you reach out to their inbox and say, "What did you like?" And I'm gonna tell Job and Edgar, I'm gonna give you guys a little tip in Africa on how you can grow your United States teams in the United States. What you do, you find Americans, you find friends of my friends on Facebook. When I put something on Facebook and you see some Americans like it, what you should do is go to my friends and send them and ask them, say, "Look, my name is Joe. I'm from Kenya, and I would like new friends in the United States." Send that to their inbox. Send that to their inbox, and put a picture of yourself so they know that you are real.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, once you like them, put a picture of yourself and just simply say, "Tell me you're from Kenya, Africa." And you're there, you're a real person, and you might want to say this in your hat: "I'm a real person with a real family, and I'm looking for new friends in the United States of America." Okay, and then they will accept your friend request, and you start a conversation with them. Now, vice versa, the people in America, you do the same thing. Okay, You go and you find something that Job, go to Job's webpage or Edgar's webpage, okay? And somebody that's in Africa, you send them a friend request and you friend their friends and you start relationships with them. You don't, and the last thing you do, don't just start spamming them with Waszupp crowdfunding. What you want to do, you want to create a relationship with them, and the minute that you friend them, they're gonna see what's on your timeline. And you continue to put your information out. They can say, "Hey Earl, I see I'm your friend, and look like you're doing something called, you said I can get funding that I never have to pay back. I just friended you last week. Can you tell me more about that?" That's how you work that. But whatever you do, don't spam them with your link. Let them ask for the information. All right, guys, I got to go to work now and pay these bills. So I'll see you guys tonight at 8:30, okay?
Amen.
All right.
Goodbye.